So this question is from Catherine. Hello, Catherine. And she says, holiday time is so crazy. Between getting the gifts and the family arriving, I don't have a lot of time, but I have to make a great meal. How can I pull it off?
Yeah.
That's everybody's problem.
That's everybody's problem. But the thing is, you think at Christmas you have to make this big thing that knocks you out that takes forever. So last year I did a Christmas dinner in under an hour. And one way that I did it is I strategized by putting a few things in the freezer to begin with. I started with the idea of a beef Wellington. Now that fancy thing, right, which was, it's a tenderloin of beef and it has a mushroom duxelle and foie gras around it and then pastry. Forget it. That's
so
old-fashioned,
it's so good,
but it's
though.
really good. So I bought a tenderloin, and instead just a plain tenderloin, which I'm not always a tenderloin lover because it doesn't have enough fat for me. Sorry, but it's true. It's expensive, so I look at it as a gift for the holidays, and I'll invest in it. It cooks fast, so it doesn't take a lot of time, and I put a little, so I start deconstructing that tenderloin by putting a little bit of a mustard butter around it and roast it. Meanwhile, I take phyllo dough, which instead of the pastry, which you buy, it's a convenience item, you buy it from the supermarket, and I make little cups inside muffin tins with mushrooms filled inside. The mushrooms have been sauteed with a little shallot, a little cream, and that's about it. Some thyme and a little bit of wine, and just fill those mushroom cups, and then I stick that in the freezer. And that's ready. That's just in the freezer. I do that a week before. Potatoes, I take the potatoes, peel them, and then slice them very, 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 very thin, and those get roasted at the same time as the meat gets roasted, and they fan out like this beautiful fan. And it's just a simple potato, but you've got all that sauce coming from everywhere else. And then, I'm just trying to think, what else did I make with that? So then I will do something at that time of year with, I love frozen peas. I mean, I'm a fresh vegetable fanatic, but frozen peas, you're never going to get them better unless you're picking them out of the garden. So I'll do peas, and and they take 2 minutes to cook. I'll take some little red onions and saute them in a little olive oil on top of the stove, put the peas in, and so you have your peas, you have your potatoes, you have your little mushroom cups that cook. When the meat comes out of the oven and it's resting, then you cook your mushroom cups, and that whole thing comes together in under an hour.
For how long do the mushroom cups?
Those cook for about 10 minutes, which is as long as it takes for your...
Hot,
it's
yeah.
so hot, as long as it takes for your meat to rest.
That's great.
Yep.